Hey guys, Ash here coming at you today in Clash of Clans. Today I wanted to talk about the state of the game. It's going to be one of those episodes, guys. A lot of my opinions here, and as always, they are just my opinions. Of course, I get a lot of them from you and my clanmates as well, but today I figured I'd structure this episode in the format of the good, the bad, and the ugly in Clash of Clans right now. So let's start with the good because I'm a positive guy, so hopping right into it here, talking about Friendly Challenge. So I think that Friendly Challenge overall was a great addition to the game. I was skeptical at first, but you know what? Every single one of our clans in our alliance, all 8 of them right now, are really still constantly, you see Friendly Challenges being issued pretty much around the clock. So that's really good to see. It's keeping our chats lively and active and giving people something to talk about and strategize about. Overall, love Friendly Challenge still. However, with that said, I do think that they can do a lot to build upon this great foundation they've made in Friendly Challenges. I've kind of narrowed it down to 4 features I really feel like they need to add to Friendly Challenges sooner, hopefully, rather than later. So let's go ahead and get to them real quickly. Number 1 is I'd still like to see a quick cook option that you can use for a Friendly Challenge only. So basically, it'd be really cool to have a really super boost or just an instant army ready for Friendly Challenges. I mean, as it stands right now, it's kind of a clunky feature in that if you want to go ahead and attack someone's base via the Friendly Challenge, you have to go ahead and adjust your army, you have to delete troops, you have to cook or gem up troops. It's just not user-friendly at all from that vantage point. Number 2 is I'd like to see a little quality of life add-on, like free defensive clan castle troops for a Friendly Challenge. That's one of my major gripes. I hate having to switch up my Friendly Challenge clan castle, especially when I'm in the Clouds and Legendary League. It really bothers me, and I hate to always have to switch to defensive troops if I want to give someone a real challenge on my base, and that's the whole point of a Friendly Challenge. You should, when you issue the challenge, you should easily just be able to go ahead and select what troops you want inside your clan castle. To me, that seems like a real no-brainer. Number 3, I think they need a separate log of all the battles outside the chat area. I mean, this is a very popular request. I've seen this one a lot, but I think it's really important. I mean, a lot of these Friendly Challenge, or either that or a Friendly Challenge chat bar, because a lot of these, I mean, screw global. We don't need global anymore, guys. We need a Friendly Challenge chat. And to be honest with you, it'd be awesome if they just ditched global, like they don't have global in Clash Royale. If they ditched global and gave us like an alliance chat or a Friendly Challenge chat, just something more useful than global for that secondary chat would be really cool, or just adding a third chat. So I do think there needs to be a separate log so you can go back and review all the Friendly Challenges that were issued, and even better, it would be cool if you could just put up a base for the whole clan to attack. You wouldn't have to keep posting it over and over and over again. And then what you could do is, if you click on that separate Friendly Challenge, it opens up a new log, a new window, and then it shows all your clanmates attack against that base, and then the base would go away after maybe an hour. It would have like a 1 hour cooldown, and basically that would be really cool because all your clanmates could take turns or simultaneously attack this one base, and then you can go look at the log afterwards. For me as a YouTuber, it would be awesome, and even for people in general, just as a learning tool. So what we could do is, hey guys, I'm gonna put up this really challenging base. Now let's go ahead, guys. 10 of you have a crack at it. You can still spectate live if you wanted to, but I think that would be a much cleaner feature, and then you can go back, look at the logs, and I could share, hey guys, this is 8 ways to 3-star this base, and here's the best way, etc., etc. So those would be my ideas to improve Friendly Challenges. Okay, let's take a deep breath, guys. Whew! Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Believe it or not, that was the good. Friendly Challenge is the good. Overall, like I said, I still like Friendly Challenge. I know I did a lot of criticism there, but I don't think it was necessarily criticism, just how to make Friendly Challenges better than they already are. So moving on to the bad right now in the game, the bad. Let's start out with the lack of, what do I say, guys? The lack of expectations, of great expectations to channel Charles Dickens here. I think that we need to kind of have a little bit more communication from the Clash team in regards to their future plans for the game. Now, that doesn't seem like it should be that challenging of a request, but it definitely is, right? I mean, we've never gotten ever a before the sneak peek type thing, or a state of the game from the actual Clash team. In other words, I would really like them to say, hey guys, here's what we're working on for 2016. What do you guys think? And then we as a community would have that valuable opportunity to share our feedback, and let's face it guys, that's a win-win, because they get our feedback before they've invested so much time and effort into an update, and then we get the opportunity to actually share our opinion during a time that it matters before they develop this stuff, rather than complain about it afterwards. And on top of that, we actually get to expect positive, bright things in the future of the game, A, and B, we get to look forward to these things and will keep us invigorated in the short term as well. So I'd like to see more long-term communication. I mean, I'm NDA'd, I'm in the quote-unquote inside, and I still don't even know what's going to happen in the future. So part of that ties into the fact that they're on vacation the entire bloody summer. Okay, listen, no offense to you Nordic people out there. Part of it's probably jealousy, but another part of it to me, honestly, is that when you have a game pulling in $300,000 to $400,000 a day or more by some measurements, I think that you kind of have people working around the clock, or at least normal work days, to try to maintain it, A, and try to make it better, B. I mean, who am I to say? I'm just one small, puny little YouTuber who has a lot of opinions. But to me, take all the holiday time you want, but maybe hire a few other guys to, work on some stuff in the meantime, or help balance the game a little bit, or something like that. But anyway, I digress from that. That's really none of my business personally. But let me move on to the other thing that I'm concerned about in the game right now, and that is, besides the lack of freshness, and part of that's due to the lack of communication, I'm concerned with the cheating still in the game. I can't believe I'm still talking about this. I hate to talk about cheating and modding on my channel, because honestly guys, it's a video game. I'm not going to lose sleep over people cheating on it, under normal circumstances. However, there's a big issue here. People are using now burner accounts. It's nothing new. Ever since the Supercell cracked down against modders on a big, large scale, a selective minority of people who were formerly cheating started basically leveling up or auto-leveling up bases to Town Hall 3 or 4 and getting them in wars, and then just modding with the fake burner accounts so they can be banned, and there's no fear of a retaliation, banning, or punishment from Supercell. So, I mean, I've notified Supercell so many times about this. You guys have notified Supercell hundreds and hundreds of times. I get tweeted about it every single day, and nothing at all. Nothing on that regard at all. I mean, you guys know my stance. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know how I feel about modding and how I feel about cheating in the game. I feel like it's not about the past, it's not about the present, it's about the future. I'm sure that even people who cheat in the game would agree with me that in order to have these really awesome, competitive, new features added to the game that we've been hearing about or heard whispers about for a long time, some of them from me because I've heard some of the dev team whispers about what they had in mind on these ideas, but in order for them to do any of this competitive stuff, the game needs to be 100% clean, or really close to 99% clean. And honestly, that all necessitates punitive action on Supercell's part, and that's just not happening right now. It's just not happening. I mean, I can't paint it with any brighter color brush, unfortunately. So yeah, to surmise, in order to have a competitive future, I think they need to fix the competitive issues in the game right now and really continue to promote fair play. Like, they took that one step in the right direction. Let's continue walking down that path. Okay, and now the ugly right now, for me at least, from my vantage point, is all about balancing in the game. So let's talk briefly about that before I let you guys go. So I do think that balancing is pretty decent in Clash of Clans from Town Hall 1 all the way to Town Hall 9, where it really peaks because I have, as you guys might know, I have a Town Hall 9 and a Town Hall 11 account, both really close to max for their respective Town Hall level. And I'll tell you what, guys, I love playing my Town Hall 9 account. For me, the balancing is just great there. I mean, I love that you can do different types of attacks. I love that there's probably, 5 or 6 different types of strategies that you can go ahead and tweak and then make sub-strategies from there on out. It feels like it's a nice balanced Town Hall level. Then you start adding in Inferno Towers to Town Hall 10. Things get a little bit different, a little bit less balanced, they feel to me. You have the mass Valkyrie attacks, you have the mass Bowler attacks at Town Hall 10, but still I can live with the balancing at Town Hall 10. But it starts to get really funky when you get up to Town Hall 11, because then you introduce the Eagle Artillery and the Grand Warden. Now those two factors, along with the max Miners and max Bowlers, really make Town Hall 11 very susceptible to mass attacks. Now before I tell you why I think that's a bad thing, let me just first be clear that there's two separate issues here. Number one is the prevalence of mass attacks at Town Hall 11. Number 2 is the rate of 3-star attacks at Town Hall 11, how easy or difficult it is to 3-star. They're two separate issues. I like the fact that it's a little bit easier for the fair play player to 3-star at Town Hall 10 and 11. I like that. However, I don't think that mass attacks are necessarily the most interesting, strategic, or even entertaining and fun after a while method to do that. So not everybody has max troops, not everybody does mass attacks. However, I feel that it gets a little stale and a little boring when all you're seeing is, 30 bowlers, every single attack, 48, 50 miners, every single attack to 3-star at Town Hall 11. I wish that the team would take a long, hard look at the Grand Warden's mechanic, because that really promotes the idea of mass attacks, and also the Eagle Artillery, and perhaps tweak things a little bit. There's a lot of ideas. I have a ton of them myself, but I'm not going to include those in this episode. Mainly, I just wanted to kind of outline how I'm seeing the game lately, because it's been a long time since I touched base with you guys in an episode like this. One thing I will say before I let you guys go is I'm continued to be so impressed by the community more than anything else in Clash of Clans. I don't see this game going anywhere at all anytime soon because of you guys, because of the loyal players and viewers and passionate clashers out there. So guys, keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate it, and as always, take care, guys.